Hey guys, so today we're going to work on changing these mixed numbers to improper fractions, and these are some of the notes we had in class. So if you didn't get a chance to write it down, you can take a moment now. You can just pause it and jot it down. So I'm going to think about the number 5 and 2/3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a visual to help me figure out what that would look like as an improper fraction. So first I'm going to draw out 5. Now I'm going to just think of it as 5 whole circles and 2/3. Now if I'm turning this to an improper fraction, I want to make sure everything is the same size, so I'm going to want to cut them into thirds. So kind of imagine that would be like me cutting this into 3 pieces. So each one would kind of represent 3 out of 3. Because I remember I want everything cut the same way. Now, think about this as an addition sentence. If I have 3 out of 3 plus 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 2 out of 3, how many pieces am I going to have all together? They're all the same size. They're all thirds. And I'm going to have 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 3 is 15 plus the 2 is 17. So I have 17 thirds. Now that's one way you can do it. Another way is you can kind of know that I could have counted a lot faster because I knew I was just kind of skip counting by threes. So in my head I could have seen it as just 3 times 5 gives me 15 thirds. I could have just thought about it that way because I could have just done 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That's the same thing as 3 times 5. So I could have just said 15 thirds and then just added my 2 other pieces to get 17 thirds. Now there is a faster way to do this, and this is the way that most teachers are going to show you. It's a compact method. And what they're going to do is they're going to show you a fraction like this, and they're going to ask you to first multiply these two. They always show this. And they're going to say, what if I have 5 pieces and I cut it into threes? So 5 pieces cut into threes, that's just 5 times 3. That's 15 whole pieces plus the 2 I have left over. That's going to give me 17 pieces out of 3. So that's called the compact method. You always start off over here with the 3 times the 15 and then add on the other side. Let's try this with one more example. Let's try it with 7/10. Because I don't really want to draw 7 pieces and do 10 over 10 plus 10 over 10 plus 10. That's too much. So let's just use common sense. If I have 7 pieces and I cut each one in 7 holes, and I cut them into 10 pieces, 7 holes, 10 pieces each, 7 times 10, that's 70. Plus the 3 I already have, I'm going to have 73 out of 10. Because my denominator stays the same. So that's the compact method of just changing a mixed number to an improper fraction.